Hello everyone. Had a delivery yesterday and this was it from Indigo Blue. This is a brand new product called Gilding Gum, and it is intended to be mixed with pigment powders. Indigo Blue do some amazing powders called luscious powders. And there's 3 different sets here, and there's 3 different colours in each set. You can obviously mix them. If you've got luscious powders, you can mix them with any that you may have. But these are just kind of a set to kind of get you going. And the idea is you have 3 empty pots in each pack for you to mix the gilding gum with the luscious powders. So then you can use them, and you keep them airtight with a little time. That's why they're quite small, so you don't have to mix an enormous amount, and then you can still seal them up without too much air being in there, which would dry them up. So, knowing what I'm like for gilding flakes, gilding wax, I can't wait to try this gilding gum. I think it's mainly for highlighting, embossing and things like that, but I'm going to play with it and find out what I can do. So I'm going to put 2 sets away and concentrate on just one, although I quite like that dark colour there. I'm going to have a go at the steampunk, which is this one. I don't know what the colours are that are in there actually. It says on the pack, create your own gilding gum colours using Indigo Blue luscious pigment powders and Indigo Blue gilding gum. It dries clear and glossy, perfect for colouring your resin and wood pieces. Well, I'm going to try and colour some embossed card pieces and see how we go on. So let's open the packet, see what we've got. This is a kind of it looks like it's got a lot of colours in it. I don't know what the colour is on the website. If you buy the complete, can't find the end of the sellotape. It's sealed up. Ooh, there we go. That's that one. And then this one's a green, but it's got gold in it. I wonder if it's the grungy gold. Let's have a look. Not quite, is it? It's not quite so green as the grungy gold. It'd be interesting to see what it turns out like, actually. Oh, a bit sticky. Never mind, at least it's keeping the... Is there any more on there? Let's see. And the last one is a kind of a coppery one. Is that Rusty Bucket? Might be, mightn't it? Might be Rusty Bucket, but look. Coppery one there. I don't. What's that one called? Oh, that's the Rusty Bucket. What's the other one? Penny Dreadful. Also a copper. I think the names of these colours, it's just magic. Very, very, very inventive, imaginative names. Really fab. Have I got it all off? Not quite. Oh dear, I'm getting in a bit of a pickle. Let's get that off my thumb. Oh dear. Probably should have opened these up before I started the video. I'm stuck. There we go. I thought. Right, there's a tiny bit more on here. Right. So, these gilding colours look fabulous on dark cardstock. So I thought I would go with black and see what the effect of these colours is on black. Let's have a look in this stuff. Is this sealed up? Ooh, oh, it's very runny. Oh, that's interesting. Look at it. It's quite runny. it's about the consistency of white glue. Now, how am I going to get that into the pot? Let me see. Have I got a round end, one of these? Let's see what I've got. That one might be better, or my old faithful, that one, maybe. What else have I got? No, I think that's too small. Right, let's put these away. Put a bit of this in. Right. Oh, missed it. Oh, Lord. I suppose gum is another name for glue, isn't it? This is really interesting. It's very, very runny. I think I might need one of those skinnier knives for getting some powder out of the pots to put into here. Let's just see. I'll just use a bit to start off with and see how we get on. Let's have a little. Where was that tiny one? There it is. Let's try this. Let's try this one. I don't know what it's called. I have no idea. But it looks sort of browny, coppery. Let's just mix this up and see how it goes. Well, that's thickened it up a little bit. Let's put a bit more in. Oh, that's definitely thickened it up. Look, can you see that? I imagine if you put enough in, it would be like the consistency of embossing paste that you could put through a stencil. That might be rather nice. Anyway, what I fancied doing, I perhaps put just a tad more in. See how we go. That's amazing how it's thickened that up. Much more usable consistency now. Right. What I propose doing is, oh, on there, look, I can see green, look. They're such interesting colours. Such interesting colours. What I thought I would do is try emboss highlighting some die cut pieces that have got an embossed texture in. And what I was going to use was this Simon Says stamp eucalyptus wreath onto black card. So let me just, I don't think I'll get two out of this, so I'll just do it there. Let me just cut one of these. I did wonder about, I got a different wreath out to start with. I'll show you what I cut first of all, and then I'll tell you why I decided on this one. Here's my, let's put that on the magnet. Here's my die cut, and I'll just take the bits out. There we go. I'm just thinking I was being a bit quiet then, but I had a comment on Facebook today on the Clean and Simple card page group that I put the anniversary card that I'd made, and this lady just wrote "too much talking" on the card, you know, on the comment of the card, and I thought, well, the card doesn't talk, but perhaps she was referring to me. But I didn't talk in the Facebook thing. If she thought it was the video that was too much talking, she should have put that comment on the video, I think. Now, what I'm going to try and do is this. I've got some little sponge daubers here. These are from Sticks Do Anything, and I just happen to have them in the drawer. I'm going to try just putting a bit of that onto this sponge, and then I'm going to just see what the effect is. Do you know, this looks green on here, doesn't it? Whoa. I wonder what it would look like on white. Let me just cut one in white and see what it looks like in white. There's a piece of card. Here's a bit. There's the dye. Let's just see as a matter of interest. This is all a bit of an experiment, really. Right. I might have to try the lighter colour on there to see how it goes, really. I'll take this out. There's a little tiny bit there. Right, let's try it on this colour, see what happens to it on this colour. Oh, look at this. What a difference, look. This is going to be quite versatile, isn't it? You're going to be able to, you know, whatever base coloured card you start with, you're going to be able to vary the colour that you get in the end. Way. Look at the difference. This looks definitely green on here, and there it's the brown tones show up. I suppose I could use my finger to do it as well, but I'll get in a real pickle with that. Right, let's try another colour. I'm going to put the lid on that one, and I'll wipe the areas here. Just put these on one side for a moment. Wipes away quite easily. Let's try another one. It's amazing how runny it is to start with. Right. Let's put some of this greeny one, greeny gold. Let's see what this one comes out as. I wiped that, didn't I? Throw that away and get a clean one in a moment. Right, let's try some of this greeny one. Let's see how we're going with this. Just look how it thickens up. Amazing. Is that thick enough? Probably. Right, let's try another sponge dauber. I'll just try it onto a piece, just onto a bit of scrap, and just see what the colour comes out at. I think that needs a bit more pigment in. Put a drop more in there. Look how it thickens up. Brilliant. And I'm wondering whether this would do the gilding, like you know, like as I do on using gilding wax, but this way I've got, look at the difference in the colour there. Much more intense, isn't it? Let's see what it looks like on black. A little bit of black. Oh, it's quite intense on black, that one, isn't it? That's great. Let's try a bit on this one. Have a bit of each. Quite nice like that, isn't it? Try this on this one, on the white. The character of the pieces is, look, it's just so different, isn't it? Look at those. Let's mix the third one and see where we get to. That came off this. I'll put a lid on that. Put that to one side. I'll give those a wash later. And let's mix the last one. Okay. And then I'm going to have to make a card really quickly, aren't I? But Gilding Gum. Interesting. And Indigo Blue have the offer, if you quote Chris YouTube, they will give you 20% off their products, which is not to be sneezed at. So let me just put this lid back on there for the moment. Screw it up. Okay, let's do the last one. This is the coppery sort of colour. Let's just wipe my little palette knife. This is a cheap set of palette knives I got on Amazon or eBay or somewhere or other, I can't remember. I'll wash that later. Right, copper. There we go. I haven't got a very good aim, have I? Missed the pot with just about every one. Doesn't want to come up. Okay. That's a nice consistency, I think. Good-o. Right. Let's see what this one comes out like. Put the lid back on that. Get another dauber. And we might as well just go on to here the same as everything else, mightn't we? Quite interesting. Whoa, look at the difference in those. Very interesting medium. Very interesting medium. Let's try that on the two different cardstocks here. On the gold. That would be a nice one to lift up the colour of that, wouldn't it? Let's see it on the white. Both nice. Both nice. Right, I'm going to just put the lid on that for the moment. And I think what I'll do is I will just go ahead and just do a quick card. Let me just wipe up the detritus. All right. Oh dear, lovely. There we are. Nice and clean again. Right. Let's do a card. I thought I would try on craft base today. Just wipe my fingers. I did make one somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Put this away. Right. Here is my craft card base. And what this is a stamp I bought from Indigo Blue that I haven't used yet, and I thought I'd try it as a base behind everything. And what I thought I would do would be to see if I can do it just as a sort of a watermarky type thing. So if I, which is the right way up? I think that's the right way up. Or is it that? I think it's that. If it's the wrong way up, I'm going to have to cut a panel of this and put it onto another base. So we'll see. Okay, what I plan on doing is this. Give this a quick whiz with an anti-static. I'm going to ink it with Versamark. I've got a new Versamark here. Let me use this one, because the stamp hasn't been used before. This is just my background. I think the lines are fairly straight. Right, let's just stamp this. Okay. Now, what I thought I would do is to just use some powder on this. So with my soft brush, I think I'll use this dark one. See what happens. Just going to do this over here. Not using the gum for this. This is just the Luscious powder. Okie dokie. There we go. Somebody tried to give me a tip about using powders and I can't remember what it was now. Must have been interesting. I think I thought it was at the time, but I can't remember. Right, now then, I'm just going to take the excess. I did put a bit too much on there, didn't I? I've got one of these flashy brushes, so I'm going to just sweep it down to there. There we go. That's a nice effect, isn't it? You see? It's rather nice. This will kind of burnish it as well. Oh, look, it looks green going across that way. Right. Okay. There we are. Put the lid back on this. Now, what I thought I would do with this is to merely mount a couple of these. I don't like the white one on it, actually. The tones don't seem to go. Would you agree? So I've got another black one I cut out somewhere. Here it is. So let me put some more of the gilding wax, of the gilding gum onto this. So I started with the dark one, didn't I? Which is this one, I believe. No, that's the powder. This is the gum. Good-o. It's lovely. That's lovely, isn't it? How different it comes out on the different cardstock. I think that's brilliant. Right, and then I don't know which is the, this is the green one. Greeny, grungy gold. I don't know what the colours are, actually. It don't seem to say. But the reason I chose this wreath rather than the other one I cut out, which was this one has got no embossing on it, so it would be just a flat thing, whereas this one has got the lines in it. So I think that this one is a better sort of base for this kind of technique. Right, which is this the copper one? Yep, copper one. Put some of this on. I think I'm going to give a little burnish with a paper towel. I'm not quite sure what the... It's all a bit of a learning experience for me, because I think it's a new product, this gum, and I don't know quite what can be done with it. So until I've had a bit of a play, I really won't know. Right, let's just have a little... Now if I put sort of any old how, like this, and then a sentiment across like that, I think that would be interesting for a first effort. So let me just stick that down. I'm going to use this Sticks to Anything pen. It's on a little valve, so you just press to get the flow of glue. I often say ink instead of glue. Well, I'm looking forward to a bit more experimenting with this gilding gum to see what it can do. It's pretty good glue, this one. Let's put the other one randomly over the top. And then I would, I might try stamping a sentiment in Versamark and seeing if I can highlight that with some of the powder. Be interesting to see. I don't want it in the same spot. Right. Might leave a weight on that until it's set. I think I probably will. What have I got? That's not heavy enough. Doesn't cover sufficient surface, so just leave that like that until that is stuck. I could try stamping a sentiment and seeing what comes out. Let's just see quickly. I'm taking too much time. Let's just get a sentiment. What should we have? Just something innocuous. Anything on there? Thank you for all the things you do. Let's see what this comes out like. I don't know if this is going to work, actually. So, time will tell. Okay. Is that a clean side? A bit cleaner just there, I think. Right, let's do it there and see. Don't know which is that's the powder, is it? Yep. Thank you for all the things you do. I don't know whether that colour is going to be toning in. Let's just see. Isn't that nice? Can you see that? Right, I'll just chop that out and then we're done. Whoops-a-daisy. I have to go and wash those, I think, the daubers. I'm not quite sure what the properties are of the gum, whether it, I think it must be water soluble. I'm not sure. Does that fit? Not quite. How about this one? That will do as is. I think let's just do this. It's got a little scallopy edge. There we go. Right, I think I feel as though I've taken a rather long time with this, but it was a bit of a finding out, wasn't it? Right, let's see. Do you know, I don't like that on black. It's going to have to be on some of the craft. And I'm going to have to use the same powder as I used for that, I think. But apart from that, I think, you know, it was an experiment well tried. I will change this, use a bit of craft. Anyway, as ever, thank you so much for watching.